Can you tell us a little bit more about Seasons?
Yeah, so Seasons is going to be, we've had it in the past with my team. And the goal that Eric Benish wanted this year was to really extend the seasons across the entire game. So I'll speak to gameplay because that's my area. What we're doing with Seasons is we're going to try and release content throughout the entire year. So on day one, we've usually just thrown all the animations at you, all the signature moves and shots.
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. It's Thursday night and it's the NBA. Look at Cleveland's starting group. They've got Isley, Kevin Love out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Allen, and it's Law in at the two-guard spot. And for Minnesota, they've got McDaniels, D'Angelo Russell out there with Edwards. Then it's Junior, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or mid-season?
We've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP to start the season.
Yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. The pass to Isley. He dishes it to Allen. Pass to Love. Here's Law. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Timberwolves on offense. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Thank you, David. Cleveland shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's good from Law. And he makes both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Russell feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Here's there was something else.
Have mercy. And you can only admire the grit that Junior plays with. He's not afraid of a little contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Outside Porter. Passes it to Law. Back to Porter. The basket good off the assist from Law.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
To the paint. Here's Junior. Great D that time from Love.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Outside Porter. Fades away. Lets it fly. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. It's good.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
Cavaliers trailing. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for McDaniels. Malik Beasley comes in for Edwards. And Hayes subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Now, here's Garland. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. 5 on the clock, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Minnesota making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Beasley outside. Hayes the pass to Junior. And the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, there's a polished offensive skill set when you're talking about Junior. He's able to beat shot contests.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Hayes. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Law following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Okoro with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He feeds it to Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
You get the sense of the impressive reach of Olynyk. Important on that dunk.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Inside. And it's Junior missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Garland, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Brazdeikis, covered by Barnes. Pass to Junior, to the inside, and Hayes throws it down.
And coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. He watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Here's Brazdeikis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Minnesota on top, up 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Olynyk. Garland is out there with Okoro. And it's Brazdeikis in at the power forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Spurs, lit up the floor. He dropped in 34 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Junior. After the Cavaliers pick up 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, Junior's this close to the bucket. You know he's not going to pass up an opportunity.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Minnesota making some changes. Game so far through the first. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Junior really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Edwards is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Junior. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Reed in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The shot by Isley, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Edwards with it. Picked up by Love. McDaniels. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jared Allen.
Really at the right plate defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Isley. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Yep, that one goes. Law's got 10.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
This gentleman is the very definition of being on a roll. Junior cooking on offense.
Here's Isley. Edwards defending. Isley the pass to Love. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Russell. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Down low. And Junior throws it down.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Isley. Here's Love. And the dunk by Love.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And that one's good, Junior.
The contact can't phase Junior. He's used to playing that physical brand of basketball.
And the pass to Law. Allen with it. To the paint. Shoots. Law misses.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling. 80% shooting.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Junior subbed in for Edwards. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. That one goes in. Garland's got it back down to single digits for the Cavs.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defensive side. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
The feed now to Junior. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And both free throws good for Junior.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
Pass to Brazdeikis. Those 3 pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McDaniels gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Inside. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Olynyk.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
How about the hops of Junior? Gets up and off his feet and finishes with authority.
Here's Brazdeikis. He has 5. Fires the 3. No good on that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 12. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're not talking to each other.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kevin Love out there with Olynyk. Then there's Garland. Then it's Okoro. And it's Law in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Okoro. He's guarded closely. Great open look there. Law's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Cleveland. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Law. The teardrop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Russell, he's checked in for Minnesota. Cleveland also making some changes. Allen's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and Porter subbed in for Okoro. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Garland. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. And Wright pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
So we know this about Kevin Love. Contact will not deter him.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Russell dishes to Junior. To the inside. Stolen by Allen. Over to the left wing. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Wright. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. To the middle. Here's Junior. Nails the baby hook. Junior's got 14 points now in the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Garland, the pass to Allen. The dish now to Porter. And here is Garland. And a miss there on the triple. McDaniels kicks to Russell. And Junior throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Greg, it's pretty typical for players in the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Junior dishes to McDaniels. Outside, Russell. 6 to shoot. Oh, here's Edwards. Defense is right there. Russell with the bucket.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Down low. And out of bounds is the Timberwolves gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Minnesota leading by 10. Edwards passes to Junior. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Reed, defended by Allen. Kicks to McDaniels. Passes it to Reed. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Edwards, that's good.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And rejection by McDaniel.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Timberwolves.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And stolen by Junior. Goes up. The putback. Now Garland. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew.